All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a couple of real people out there, just like you, just like me. All right, before I get going on this video, the beautiful, super talented Diana Rain. This came out a few years ago. This is when I had a relationship with a record label. This is Queen of My Castle, and she did a nice thing there with the autograph and thanking me for the support. This is when I had a relationship with this great record label. It's called Gulf Coast Records. They put out just amazing stuff. Mike Zito is the guy, I think, who runs the place, and he's just fantastic. But yeah, I had a bit of a falling out with somebody in charge of the marketing for this. And it's politics. It was over my politics versus his politics. And I'm sorry, neoliberalism isn't going to work. It's just, I'm not going to be overly friendly with you. We can have a conversation about things, but then if you're not presenting any argument back to me that resonates, I'm going to disagree, and then a fight will ensue. No, I don't want you fights. I don't want this to be like a Journey concert, right? Actually, there isn't fighting yet. But anyway, had to figure out a way to bring Journey into this. This is a great blues rock album, very accessible music. This is kind of like blues rock for people who don't like blues, right? So anyway, speaking of blues rock, the Rolling Stones, yeah, they're about to drop another album. Amazing. It'll be the first album of new material since 2005. Holy crap, Batman. What's interesting, though, is you might see the Beatles and the Rolling Stones collaborating. Yep, that's crazy stuff. I just read this article, and it says Beatles or Stones? The ultimate question in life. Beatles or Stones? Who do you like better? So, Dave, who do you like better? I don't know. They both have a lot of positive things. The real rock band is probably the Rolling Stones. The real sort of finesse pop band with rock tendencies, who are very diverse. In fact, Paul McCartney said about the Beatles that they're, unlike the Stones, they're not a one-trick pony. Paul McCartney's like, well, the Stones, they're just doing blues stuff. And it's interesting now that there's a collaboration. But you know why there's a collaboration? Because this will get attention. The world doesn't pay attention when the Rolling Stones drop a song. They don't really care that much anymore. I mean, yeah, there's some people that are talking about it, but compared to the old days, when the Rolling Stones came out with an album or did anything, I mean, everything ground to a halt. What else is happening right now? Doesn't really matter. The Stones are about to do something. And you're talking to somebody who likes the Rolling Stones, who appreciates the Rolling Stones, but I'm not the biggest Rolling Stones fan. I tried to attend a Stones concert back in October of, I want to say it was like Steel Wheels, like something around that time frame. And it was too cold to go to the show. And Lenny Kravitz was the opening artist. And I froze. See, and people think you're crazy. You would leave the Stones. Yeah, I would leave the Stones because I had no feeling in my hands. All right. So I decided, and again, maybe I should have prepared. I just didn't think it was going to be that cold and rainy. And the rain was coming down sideways. People say, how come you're not into going to concerts? Because the concert shouldn't be a struggle. Give me the DVD, give me a comfortable couch and some popcorn and some adult beverages, and I'm fine. I'm going to be okay with that, but when it comes to, driving in the car for 2 hours. Anyway, I'm going off on the old man tangent here, and I apologize. The Stones and the Beatles. Let's get back to the topic, Dave. So McCartney and Ringo Starr are going to be supposedly, allegedly, according to Variety, working on this new Rolling Stones album. You might have the rhythm section of McCartney and Starr playing on some new vintage Rolling Stones material. And again, this, I think, is a result of producer Andrew Watt, who I believe just got through producing the new Ozzy Osbourne album. McCartney had been working with Andrew Watt back in 2021 and basically told everybody that he was working with a producer on something, and maybe he's recording new material for himself, or maybe this is just the new Rolling Stones stuff. Anyway, this is what Variety says. They report that the sessions with McCartney took place in LA recently. It's not definite which songs will make the final cut for the album, or whether or not Ringo and Paul might play on the same songs. The publication reports that the album is getting close to its mixing phase, but it's not clear when it'll be released. Imagine having a new Stones album this year. This could be the very last Stones album of original material. They haven't dropped a new album since 2005's A Bigger Bang. Their last new album was called Blue and Lonesome, and that was an album of blues cover tunes. So, and it's a pretty good album, but it's, you know, the Rolling Stones, what they really want to record, which I think is kind of cool that they did that. But the album didn't get all that much attention. Now, if they put out a new star-studded album, I'm wondering if they will take the Ozzy Osbourne route and maybe recruit some people that are still kicking around, like Eric Clapton or Jimmy Page, or, you know, who knows, right? Could be anybody. Unfortunately, they don't have Jeff Beck to recruit, because Jeff is no longer with us, and that is really sad to think about. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a great collaboration. And the Stones and the Beatles, if you were waiting for that like 1969 Scooby-Doo episode, like the Stones meet the Beatles, you know, and then, you know, they're traveling in the Mystery Machine together. Well, it appears that that's going to happen. While you wait, you can go check out Diana Rain, who is a fine blues guitarist in her own right. Also appeared in the movie Home Alone. Yeah, it's a true story. Diana Rain was the girl in Home Alone. So I think that's pretty cool. It might not be as cool as her music. By the way, everybody, thanks for checking out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when new videos drop. Although people tell me, hey, Dave, I'm not getting notifications anymore. And, you know, viewership is down and subscriptions are down. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It is a thing here on this channel. Some channels, the content is throttled back a bit. I have another channel where the content is really throttled back a lot, which affects the growth of the channel and income and everything like that. If you'd like to help me out via Patreon, you can also do that for $1 a month. And I appreciate everybody. Thanks for being here, and I will see you all very soon.